so much energy, I beat the best. You looking for the energy? There's only one drink with the remedy. Untamed energy in a can of a bottle. Every time I drink it up, I'll be going full throttle. Keep me moving, keep me on track. There's nothing like Wild Cat. Keeps me moving, keep me on track. There's nothing like Wild Cat. Say Wild Cat, untamed energy. Wild Cat, untamed energy. Wild Cat, untamed energy. Wild Cat, untamed energy. Wildcat Energy Drink, untamed energy. What is greatness? For Ruth, greatness is Barbara Banda. But to be great, one must fight and not let anything get in the way. So that tomorrow we become great.
For her to be like Barbara Banda tomorrow, I make sure I protect her today.
Trust Hygienix to protect your everyday. Hygienix. Protection today, greatness tomorrow. We've all done it. Yep. The slurp. There's the hot tea slurp. And then there's the not so nice drink slurp. Then there's the too thick to slurp slurp. And then there is the milk it slurp. With the milk it slurp, you can tell the subject wants to sip every drop of milky goodness in the pack until there is nothing left. I mean, there's even a new technique where the subject skillfully aims the straw at the corners of the pack so that in the end...
So you get close to the mic, so you move the seat.
Just like this.
That's fine. So is she shipping or she's got also specific questions that she's going to attend to?
Or maybe you can start with mental health. Yeah, we can divide.
Jello Events presents the ultimate 90s old school party on Saturday, October 26th, 2020.
You yearn for great entertainment, and now it's here. On 95.5.
95.5. You are listening to KKFM.
Only question is, are you ready? Are you ready?
KKFM live on your FM dial. 95.5.
Good morning once more. Welcome to the Health Matters. This is the program that comes your way every Wednesday at 11 hours. And this is the program where we discuss issues to do related to health. And today we are discussing a sensitive issue that affects many. And we are talking about suicide. And we want to acknowledge the pain and struggles that we need someone to consider this option. And of course, our goal here is to provide support, resource, and hope. And of course, please note that this program may trigger strong emotions. If you need immediate support, you can go to the health providers at Mansa General Hospital. So on the program today, I'll be talking to Mr. Winston Singongo, the clinical officer, psychiatric, and we also have a student nurse in Samagwaya. Let me just welcome both of you to this program. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, so let me start with Samagwaya. Give us what is mental health and its importance?
Okay, by definition, we're saying mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual has the ability to cope with normal stressful life events and also can be productive and fruitful to their community. They contribute positively.
Okay, so that is mental health. So when World Mental Health Day commemoration, and what is this year's theme?
So the day is the 10th of October 2024, and this year's theme is "It's time to prioritize mental health into a workplace."
Okay, you said the date again?
10th of October.
Okay, so what activities, programs lined up for this year's commemoration?
Basically, we are just promoting awareness in churches, schools, colleges, and everywhere else about suicide.
Okay, so now we get to this same issue now. We're talking about she has mentioned suicide. What is suicide?
Suicide is just an act where an individual deliberately kills themselves.
Okay. So,
Okay, like
Okulan,
yes.
yeah, just to contribute what she has said, I'll use Bemba so that everyone can get it. Okay. So suicide nimfwa iyo isa munandwa kuti iwowe mwine iwe urefu okufa hai and yeshira munshire yindi maybe kuichena okuilasa nemfuti okuilasa knife okusenda entambo owaya wachitana nikane waikulika o ukuponera mumenshi o ukuiponya kuli motoka ilesa.
Okay, so what are the factors that predispose some people to commit suicide? What makes people reach that extent that they can take their own life?
Yeah, if lenga ama factors yengi, one, child abuse. Ngatomsta abuse umwana uri kunono ama effect tetiamonika popenda but kokulu epo mukasanga ama effects akaina munesa ngati umwana akaleka kustudy zone properly aini and akala tontonkanya ifinfya kuti tetaste share n'abananku because of the abuse and mukasanga ati umuntu ngakula kuikulika. Then another thing is bullying. Okay, got claims taboo, especially my boarding school. If you have a common son, bullying naena keni o kuti alengesha tu muntu after commit suicide. Then chimbi mental illness, especially depression. Depression iringirine balala ndati in omwe wandi tapali if you are it's better no kufua. Then sometimes balomfa amashiwi yalelanda na bena ukuwasuka sana iwe ngata waipa yewe mwine nifwe twala kwipa. Then umona fyo muntu asende ntambo akulika o aipo ya pamenshi o ai sukusa umwine kamuni moto kailesa. Chimbichi ichilenga substance abuse. Kuliama substance abuse especially kuma youths. Okay? Balasta abuse ama substance aengi ama ateni heroin na fimbi. So if you say fila lingati umuntu aleka kutontonkanya windu wino ngapaisa problem kugutukila kuntambo o anina akashimbi asitanani kani ai pai chimbi chilelenga ni ukana umfwana ai muma relationships yesu whether mu family o mukotiship ngata kutatule umfwana wino munesa ngati abantu instead ya kuti vasite resolve yali ama problems amicably kutukira kanshimbi or anwasuma.
Okay. Imagine pali issue ya depression. What are some of the things that maybe you can highlight some of the things, the situations that can make someone become depressed?
Okay. Efintu fingalenga one nesanga ati demotion especially punch bakusta demote wali bwana pali bakusta demote and nga bakusta demote nga tahukosele munesanga ati waba mu depression. Okay. Sometimes it could be due to hormones mumubiri ama neurotransmitters, the reduction of serotonin mumubiri aini elalengesha ati omuntu akwata depression tapali kitike but munesanga ati omuntu asta akwata depression and nga akwata depression mukasanga ati even okubomba enchito iyo alebomba kuleka munesanga ati even imitontonkanyishe chilaba slow down ukwenda kulaba slow down definitely na slanda pa first balomfako na mashiu and amashiu ayo womfa especially depression tayalanda efisoma kusoka pia uli omundu ele uli until palasi ngatamu stress medical or mental services wangu umuntu kuti hasta commit suicide afwa.
And age group. Which age group is prone to suicide? These days we are hearing of as young as 10, 8 committing suicide.
Yes, the common group, it affects all ages, but most common is from 10 to 14, then 25 to 35 years, and above, or 44 and above.
Okay. And I was thinking, because I'm interested in knowing some of the things that can trigger someone to start having those thoughts. What about the influence of social media, TV? Can it influence someone, maybe, especially the young ones, where they might watch someone committing suicide on TV, on social media?
Yes, those can do, because when watching those, opakutamba filia fintu video, okay? Kaita besho kusanga omuntu nawe mwipa. So in the future nga wakola especially abana bala kwata yobeta traumatic post traumatic stress and iliaine ilalinga tu muntu hivi ni imitontonkanishe shasta nankane shasta reduce and sometimes if watamba kuya mkuchita nankane kuya mkuchita experience so when experiencing that lesson ngati umuntu ashita nankane afila.
Okay, so let's talk about the signs and symptoms of suicide. What are the signs and symptoms of suicide? How do you know that this person, is it possible to know that this person is planning to do something bad?
Yes, it is possible. Because the aba commit suicide during wala pelama signals. Aye. Munesanga from nowhere umuntu atampa kustanani kutampa kushimika if ya kufwa. Sometimes mukasanga umuntu alilanda ya nipacharo ni nchula sana no kufwa chawama. Aye. So that is a warning sign. Aye. So abantu abalanda fyaso kulefa immediately mwawaleta kuchipatala so that to cancel. Ayin bambi bala kulaba ukuba hopelessness kwati ni depression yakuti tawari happy nefyo bali ayi na life yabo ifyo. So those are the signs. Ayin bambi bala discuss or bala plan way ya kutramo suicide. Ayin bala landa nga imitation says nishisa imitation shipaya fast. So umuntu nga atampa kulanda filia that is a warning sign. You have to take quick action, otherwise ugasanga ati within some days after commit suicide bambi ukasanga ati balelemba wewe kwa iyi ng'anda iyi uyu akasenda yo iyi famu iyi yakwa uyu just from the blues so nishiyo that is also a warning sign so nishikumteka panji if you walemba ifi filole mwi until you find the cause
that is just out of the blues because there are normal people who are just want to they just write a will secretly, but when they come, just like they wake up and say they don't dare remember will. You get worried.
If sitikali ngakwali kwa conflict kunu conflict kunu moku then atampo kulemba will this time unless maybe because to alanda chiri nomo nga tapali ifyo wale ikala fi wino na bina myabo n'abana then atampo kulemba will tetusakamana nomba nga kwali conflict kunu tabali omfana wino then atampo kulemba will nishimushi that is the one sign.
Okay. Then I'm thinking like you've got a student here. Is there anything that could trigger someone who's like any pressure they face that can make them commit suicide? Like students, like they are in the boarding school, so that we can help those, so that they can identify people through the symptoms. To identify if someone is having thoughts of committing suicide, like if they're in college.
Yes. Mukasanga tiringirine nga umuntu ali mu college. Umuntu wali jovyo wino. Ali jovyo, ali angala n'abana wino. Okay, but all of a sudden atampo kusta withdraw. Kuwana. Iringirine aikala wa kutumana. Birafino wa bulanda. Nishinamu ishibati. There must be a problem.
So the big question is suicide preventable?
Yes, suicide is preventable. We can prevent that. Kweli was to prevent mushila sharp sana. Kai perfect natural that one of the predisposing factors is substance abuse. So especially in my community, twikala tufile twamona ati environment hiyo tulipo nchi ndiyo tulipo takuli ifya kuompya ama substance especially kule abana and two ma communities umo twikala ama elders nga bakwata meeting ya mushi bafile bakonkomesha hapo pali ama effect ya nani ya substance abuse bafuli wakonkomesha hapo ati mwabana muno tukusta abuse ama ate no tukupepefya no tukuompya amawalwa nama spirits na fimbi by so doing we are making the environment protective one and the chances for these cases to occur in more environment protected wino Tesa.
Okay.
Then chimbi tufile twamona pama warning signs ama warning signs yalo nachilanda nga umuntu atampo kusabela pali infwa atampo kulanda tinenkaipa okay we have to sit him down or to sit her down ukumkalika panshi twamweba na kumwewa nati if you feel register tefyu nga na ukwata problem one taufile wasunga fyo mutima owefi ufile wasta share kuba no okuba pyashi bobe kubantu abakuchechi because ama solutions tasangwa mwisa yasangwa mwa because kula bakutontonkanya wape watampo kutontonkanya kuipa but nga wasta share ama views yo kasangati muri bantu bali abantu western discuss solution kutiyasanga.
Okay, for now we'll talk about the myths surrounding this issue of suicide. So what are those myths in the communities that surround the issue of suicide?
Okay, ama myths iringiringi balalanda ati no bamusunkire chatalala no kasomo efyo balanda ilingili nema means iyo basitanaka, but I don't think maybe kulaba okulanda ati no ukusita mention ma warning signs penafyo kwati tabaisha okusita identify at okay ma warning signs abaisha balanda fya ati no bamusukire fya tanaka, but nga wasenda history deeper ukasanga maybe ati uyu muntu uyu especially bali abapala society abalefayo kwikulika ukasanga muntu ati chilengere nishi ni reactive depression. So imamisi asangwa kwa lingiri.
So now, how can the community help in raising awareness on suicide?
Okay, community if we are making sure that apa response nga balesta ma meetings yabo. Okay, bafile babikamu nankane issue ya suicide. Kai nowadays suicide is like yaba common. For example, a few days ago kuli muntu wafa ile kusta suicide ku kitu. Okay, so nga bakwata ma meetings bafile bali komesha po pali mental health, the importance of mental health. The suicide yeka even na mental disorders nefintu filenga ukuti umuntu akwate ama mental disorders, because there are these mental disorders and other physical condition which can which ingalenga to umuntu waste commit suicide. So bafile basitanankane bakonkomesha ko sana meetings, then ichimbi bafile bakonkomesha ko umuntu uri wonse mu community afira aboma nga for example instead ya kulima baya mukulima because ichile gali ilingiri no to commit suicide nesanga maybe na makwata ma problems like impya tapali ifya kulia tapali vyafi nesanga ati ine fintu chanshupa chawama finokufu nesanga fi kulika waiponya pamenshi vyafino anwasumu.
Okay, it's a touching issue. So the role of the church, can a church also play a role in this awareness? Because we've just talked about the community.
Yeah. Church naena kali sangwa mu community. Church muma skulu omuntu sangwa kulya. Wonse bafile because ngatwa wonse tulelanda chimo. Ayama cases ya suicide kuti asitako reduce o yapo. Ulesanga tingawafuma mu community balanda pali suicide. Waya ku skulu walanda pali suicide. Waya ku church balanda pali suicide. Because nga ulebwekesha po ama message ya moyene at least even if taumfwa kuti wao.
Okay.
And also to add on how the community can raise awareness is by they should avoid stigmatizing people that have mental health conditions. They need to treat everyone the same way so that they can boost their self-esteem. That way it's even easy for them to open up if they had problems. But then if they're stigmatizing them, it will be very difficult for them to open up. So we should avoid stigmatizing people that are mentally not okay. And we should be there for them.
Okay.
Yeah, just. Then foot kulaba abantu bafa commit suicide. Okay, ama para suicide cases. Okay, abantu abanga baya mu community bafuma ku chipatala bawata treat win nga bafuma mu community tufile twabapokere mufile mwabapokere takufuile kuba kutampa kusungu kuba sonte min no ale fwa kuipa o ale fwa kustananka, because umuntu nga asta commit suicide astananka na afwa kusta commit suicide but tafikirishi the chances for them to commit suicide kufikisha is about 50%. So kulefwa as a community, as a family, to feel to embrace and to have ifintu ifisuma ifyo fingaba fwa not kusta nan kan kufikirisha kusta commit suicide.
Okay, as we are getting close to the end of our program, I would want to ask Wayan some of start with you. What encouraging words can you give, especially to your fellow students, friends?
Firstly, is that suicide is never the answer. It only leaves those people that you're going to leave behind in pain. Not only that, a problem shared is a problem solved. So we need to open up. We need to learn to open up and talk about these things, because you can imagine as a student, your parents spend a lot of money on you, and they're counting to say, okay, Oyuma is Asmako, and then only to hear that you've passed on. You leave them in pressure because they're counting on you to help them out with other stuff. And another thing that also helps me personally is that God can't throw something that you can't handle on you. So obviously, for God to put you in a certain situation, He knows to say you are brave enough to face that situation. So we should always learn to talk about things. If we can't talk about it with our family, we can find a trusted person that we can talk to about that.
Okay, that's so encouraging. And Mr. Singongo, in a word of encouragement.
Okay. Amawulira ku amashiwi yakulekeresha kuti nalanda ati nga namukwata ichile mshupa especially ichile kwaika mental services, okay, or maybe tamumfire bwino, or maybe mune mfa kuba depressed, or maybe mwamona ati mune mfa amashiwi, or maybe mune mona ticho mune statefyo mwale sta kunu muleste fintu fya fast please mufile mwaisa ku mental health department at Massa General Hospital and so that twice land is suicide is preventable. Okay.
And when they come there, you don't charge anything. Anyone who comes, like they've got mental health issues?
No, it's free of charge.
Okay.
It's free of charge. Yeah. So who would want to quit my issues?
Maybe they, like she talked about the issue of stigma. Others would feel like people see me going that side, maybe they will start thinking at Nimpena or what. So how do you encourage such ones?
Because mental health tatuchita ando only ama abantu abakwata mental condition. No. Kuli ama services zaye ngiyo tuchita offer. Tuchita counseling nga mulefa pyo kumuchita counsel mwaisa. Nga mulefa yokuishwa problem mwati abati ninshi nikutumanina. Nga nilineka ninshi ngufila mashiwi. Yonse yalia kuisa so that twaisa start discuss.
Dear listeners, we were talking about the issue of suicide, and just as a quick reminder, you mentioned about the mental health day. Just a reminder to our listeners, when are we having this day?
10th October 2024.
And the venue, where is it going to be celebrated?
At Massa General Hospital.
Okay, so everyone is invited.
Everyone is invited.
Okay, so you heard it right. If you want to know more about mental health issues, you can attend the day and, of course, learn more about how we can be health-wise in terms of our mental. We had on the program Mr. Winston Singongo, the clinical officer, psychiatric, and also we had a student nurse in Samabwa. And I was your presenter, Jack Mapembulo. Till you next week at the same time when we have another edition of Health Matters. Have a lovely day.
Thank you so much.
Niko peko. Ni CV at we were presenting a program banana.
Greatness is everywhere. It's in the places you go, the people you meet, the things you do. Introducing Shaka Soft Drinks, a unique, refreshing drink that celebrates greatness. Shaka, celebrate greatness. Have you heard about